Yo, okay, it's working. Yo, what up, YouTube? I'm back again. Gotta put it on recording height. There we go. I don't normally wear this shirt with an undershirt. I need to go to my barber, but what's up, YouTube? How y'all doing today? As you see, I got on my screen Askren versus Jake Paul. Very interesting fight. Now, I was gonna say, if you know me, you know I've always talked about Jake Paul, blah, 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 but no, I haven't. I left my torch in the main room. I get my torch. I'll be right back. Love y'all. Oh, here it is. Anyway, we got Jake Paul versus Askren, and this video is going to actually talk about something other people aren't talking about. This is going to be a unique point of view, and I'm going to get right into it. If you get into a fight, no matter how much you talk, if you are fighting against another professional, okay, no matter how much you talk, people revert to their natural instincts that they train themselves. That's why people train so much when they fight. That's why when you see amateurs fight for the first time, they don't know how to take a hit, okay? They get hit, then you see them concentrating on the pain of getting hit. You have to train yourself to not to not care if you get hit or not, okay? So, with that being said, Jake has been training himself to not like getting hit. But when we do start to get hit, if you notice it in people like great fighters like Daniel Cormier, okay? The reason I use Cormier is because he's a great fighter who's taken a lot of losses, okay? He hasn't taken a lot of losses to a lot of different people. He's lost to two different people a lot. And that being Stipe and John Jones, okay? So let me tell you what this teaches us. I'm going to wait 40 seconds or so for that to be ready. When Jake Paul gets hit, because he's going to get hit during this fight. That's going to be the difference. And when Askren gets hit, Askren's used to getting hit. Jake Paul's is getting used to getting hit. He's fighting with some very professional team. I mean, he was fighting with Sugar. He was fighting with Sugar Shane. You know what I'm saying? That's who his first trainer was. So, Jake Paul's going to revert to his natural instincts, which is set up right hand. Hard right hand. Set up hard right hand. Hard right hand. And the interesting part about all this is when Jake throws his right hand, it's gonna be exiting right hands. Jake has a very good chance to knock Ben out. Okay, Ben is given that confidence because he knows he's been getting hit for a while. Ben has prepared to get hit by strong hitters a lot and come out on top. And that's mostly in the wrestling game. We all know this. But I say this. This is my prediction of how the fight goes. And I want you guys to pay close attention. Askren is going to be reverting to his natural thing to duck to that one side. Okay? Wrestlers, even when they're boxing, they always slip to the same side over and over again. And that's something that Jake Paul and his team will know. Okay? It is. That's something they will know. Ben's going to come in with, when Ben jabs, he's going to be slipping to the same side a lot. And it just so happens that that's the side that Jake Paul practices throwing that strong right hand from. Everyone wants to talk about what these people do outside of the ring. Askren has hands. People say Ben don't got hands. Ben got hands. Ben ain't never slept nobody though. Jake Paul punches harder than Ben Askren right now, I would bet. In a street fight, like Ben said, if I seen you in an alley in Vegas, you wouldn't be talking like, I don't think he would. Jake does roll with a bunch of different people and shit, and so does any celebrity and security and all that. But here's the thing. One-on-one in a just complete fight, Ben Askren may not even win a UFC fight against Jake Paul. This wouldn't be the first time we've seen a slugger fight against a wrestler. This is the classic fight. I mean, everyone wants to see this because they think that if someone's on YouTube, that it makes them illegitimate in their other points of career. Like once a doctor decides to go on YouTube and talk about something he knows about, he's a YouTube doctor then. Doesn't matter if he went to Johns Hopkins, okay? He's a quack. And that's how they treat us. I mean, I'm a programmer. I'm a professional programmer. I can build websites. I can debug kernel. I can do all of this stuff. I can say a bunch of shit. I can do object-oriented programming like I'm trained in programming. But, you know, I'm a YouTuber. So if I ever try to speak on a political issue especially, they just, you know, and that's why Jake Paul is fighting with a chip on his shoulder. All these people who casually make statements against him, like Ben Askren said, I'll fight that kid when he seen him knock out Nate Robinson. Okay, Nate Robinson might have been the first person to fight Jake Paul because everyone wants to see Jake Paul lose, but Jake Paul is the truth. Jake Paul isn't a YouTuber who decided, this is the most important thing that people don't talk about. This is the point I want to make. Jake Paul isn't a YouTuber who decided to go fight. Jake Paul is a fighter. Just like when Ben Askren was fighting throughout high school and all that, this guy was on the wrestling team. This guy was fighting. So this is a fighter that is going to, he's a fighter that's going to YouTube. He's a fighter that decided to YouTube that is now going back to fighting full time. Maybe his original path was supposed to be fighting, but social media was the path of least resistance, and that he was getting the better reactions and ability to move out of the Midwest to LA and drive Lamborghinis and take care of his family. That's why it is personal, you know? Anyone could have decided to be a YouTuber. I've always told everyone from the beginning, go watch my channel from the beginning, see my very first videos I posted. I always said, hey guys, I'm not a YouTuber. I'm a programmer and person who's interested in computer programming games who decided to share the cool stuff that I know on YouTube to kind of like connect with like people. That's what YouTube is. It's not like a YouTube is a thing. Okay, so it's very ignorant the way people talk about doctors and everyone else on YouTube when they know what they're talking about. And you get misled by someone who's on the news when they go to college for the dumbest shit. People who appear on the news go to college for like how to be convincing when you're talking about something you didn't write yourself. That's not an expert, that's an actor. And that's all. They're also usually pretty dumb in general. They want to use a bunch of facts that get put in front of them in those sheets on the teleprompter, but they have zero common sense. They never survive a common sense test, and I will battle any newscaster that wants to go against me in any kind of a survival common sense situation, whatever you want to do. But yeah, there we go, YouTube. My prediction is, if Ben Askren wins, it will be by decision, and it will be, Ben Askren's gonna look to clinch. Wrestlers are all about the clinch, and Jake Paul's gonna expect the clinch. So Jake Paul's gonna be looking to land that strong right. As soon as they come out of the clinch, when Ben's looking for where he is now, he's gonna meet that right hand. And I don't think he's gonna be able to take too many of them. So Jake will earn his respect in this fight, win or lose, because he will land a strong hit on the crotch sniffer. Shout out to Ben Askren though, because I see him in all different ways, shapes, and forms. He's gonna lose this fight probably, but shout out to Ben Askren because it's not that Ben Askren isn't a great MMA fighter, which he really is. The thing is, Jake Paul is the truth, and y'all gonna give him his respect.